The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first and 10, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big pickup there on the scramble. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield, and that's exactly what he did.
To throw, it's Lance. Flush to his right. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. And Lance now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Let's go! I'll take it! Let's go!
They'll run on first down with Akers. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance steps away. And he fires one incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete.
Really, dog? Come on, dog. Come on, dog.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So they tried it not only
Really?
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, oh, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think the teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done, that they go for it. Give it a try.
All my dudes always get hurt, bro. This is some bullshit, dog. All my guys get hurt.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second and 4. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Fournette again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have the flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lance on the bootleg. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. 30. Past the 20. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown.
Come on, now. They fucking me now, dog. Come on, guys.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line...
Yeah, offensive line gave him no help, dog. Man can't come through that scot-free.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
2 bullshit fumbles, dog. 2 bullshit fumbles, dog. 2.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Come on.
And that one will
but I'm big hitting like a motherfucker, and nobody fumbles nothing. Stop.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Lance. He completes this to Russell Gage. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Look at no fumble, no. Come on.
As a 53-yard punt. And
Come
the
on.
Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette.
Come on, dog. Another big hit, fool. Stop it, fool.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no comeback.
Come on, guys.
You know,
Come
he's
on,
trying to dunk
guys.
through.
Come on,
Place for him to
guys.
go. A nice job there.
Come on,
only giving up a
guys.
3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette.
Look at that, dog. Come on, dog.
Tampa Bay touchdown.
Come on, try it, defense.
Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are
Try
going
it,
to add on
defense,
to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lance. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Buccaneers have it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Lance now on 1st down. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. Touchdown!
Let's go.
I think it's
Come on,
fair to say
guys.
there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
That's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Pushes him over. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach. Thank
Can't
you.
beat the dog shit out of
One
them.
back for quarter number 3.
50-28.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. They'll look to throw.
That's a big. Come on.
Get ready for third down. Let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Drop to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans.
Great play.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
And nothing but great
really,
pass
dog.
here,
This got to
middle
go
of the
down.
field.
That's bullshit, bro.
Tampa Bay.
That's bullshit.
Leonard Fournette, for a big back, he can cover a lot of ground, and he showed off the athleticism there as he broke off a big one.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
You guys know all this lucky shit, dog. Really.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll run here with Akers. And he stopped immediately there. Demario Davis there on the stop. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now a play fake. Lance. And he'll be out of bounds after getting.
What you mean, dog? They gave you a fumble. They gave you a fumble. They gave you a fumble and a strip fumble. Stop.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Lance looking to throw it. Nowhere to go here.
Come on, dog. This nigga just coming in scot-free, fool. Stop.
20, 10, 5, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown.
This nigga coming in scot-free.
And give some kudos to
I know,
the
I ain't
coordinator,
tripping.
I think here they bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
2 fumbles. Turn for touchdown.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll run on first down. Akers. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Buying time to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Space to run past the 20. And Lance will have
and did you just get 50? Wait a minute, Spencer. Whoa. You jumped right off your 50 piece right over here. Really? That's what we doing, Tintin?
2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. And that will not to be. It's incomplete.
Yeah, he on my little ass right now. He on my little ass.
Run out on this 3rd quarter of play. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
When I say these niggas getting smashed on the outside, folks, stop, bro. Come on, dog. These niggas getting smashed on the outside. Stop.
Etienne, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Bad game by the Falcons. Bad game. Bad game.
3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately,
bad game.
Coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine.
Look, he just let the nigga run behind. Look at it. Really?
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Lance. Dancing to his left. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Buccaneers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Way to let Ed get home, guys. Way to let Ed get home.
Here's a give to
Come on,
ETN.
man. Inside zone run to the outside.
5 yards is the tally on
Y'all can't stop this bull?
brings up 2nd and 5.
Come on.
Charles, you said earlier,
Inside zone run to the outside. Really?
These guys right around 20 or under that. If they were going to have a chance, it was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 28.
Oh, he just got super fast.
I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Cameron Sutton on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the side.
Oh, it's a drop to pick. Come on.
Incomplete.
Really?
Nearly their
Man, drops the pick, guys.
Instead, 2nd down.
Come.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Catch the ball, please.
Quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll set up a throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Right there, 54, right there, 55.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Couldn't stop nothing behind. Nosebleed.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Open right side, complete to Rager.
Shot it, just start glitching.
That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. A handoff for Etienne.
Look at that.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that
bad game, guys. Bad game. Bad game.
Was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there, going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now following the
they gave you everything this game, buddy. They ain't gonna give it to you next time. Strip fumble, 2 fumbles, return for touchdowns.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Nah, you blitz a lot, so guess what I gotta do against the blitz? Just run the ball against it. Don't pass against it. Just run the ball against it.
Because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait.
Just run the ball against the blitz. That's what you do. You run the ball against the blitz. You come and you run.
The guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Lance. And Shark calls it in. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Lance. Shark's got it, left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way
broken
this one's
rib.
gone. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll run here with Akers. Powers through. 81 yards rushing for him now to this point. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll let one go deep for Howard. He's got a man, complete.
Two guys.
The Bucs forced to use
one
their
guy.
third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step
Two guys
aside.
with one guy.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They're going to look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a third and
really?
3.
You got a lot of games to play. I got a lot of play. It's the 6th game of the season. Don't do that. Nah. You better be worried about them 3-3. You better be worried about the 3-3 Redskins. We Gucci over here.
Back to throw again. And give
Good
him
pass, bro.
another
We
6.
Gucci over
It's
here.
caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as imperial.
Turnovers. Can't do that. Can't have it. Can't have turnovers, guys. Can't have